Hi all. Today I would like to discuss the solving the quadratic equations by method of completing the square. Let's see. Solving the quadratic equations. The method of completing the square. We will consider the general form of the quadratic expression. The general form of the quadratic expression is, we know that it is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers. However, to solve this quadratic equation, earlier we have discussed how to factorize, and after factorizing how to use the null factor law to solve this type of equations, quadratic equations. Today I'm going to explain any other method. It is the method of completing the square. Let's see what the purpose of using the completing the square. Here we will consider my first example. It is x square plus 6x minus 1. I'll transpose 1 to the other side. Then x square plus 6x is equal to 1. See, how do I isolate? We want to isolate the value of x to solve for x. If I factorize is equal to 1. Can we solve for x? No, we can't. If we divide or multiply or whatever the mathematical operations, we can isolate x to solve. Now we have to use another method. What that method is called the completing the square. What is it? We have to consider the half of the coefficient of x. Half of the coefficient of the x. What is the coefficient of x? It is 6. What is the half of that? It is 3. We have to add 3 square to both sides. That means x square plus 6x plus 3 square is equal to 1 plus 3 square. X square plus 6x plus 9. 1 plus 3 square. What is it? 1 plus 9. Here, the left hand side of the equation which satisfies the perfect square rule of the binomial expression, algebraic expression, binomial expression which satisfies this is, we know that x plus 3 whole square is equal to 10. Now, what is x plus 3? We have to take, what is x plus 3? X plus 3 is equal to the square root of 10 plus or minus. What is the reason of taking the plus or minus? Because the square of the positive number is positive as well as the square of the negative number is negative. Now, x plus 3 is equal to square root of 10, or x plus 3 is equal to square root of negative 10. Negative square root of 10. Therefore, the x is equal to negative 3 plus square root of 10, or x is equal to negative 3 minus square root of 10. Now, x is equal to square root of 10 minus 3, or x is equal to negative 3 minus square root of 10. If we know the square root of 10 value, we can calculate what the x is. Move to my next example. It is again x square minus 5x. Then I'll take negative, the positive one to the other side, which becomes negative 1, because then when we transpose the positive number which is in the left hand side to the right hand side, we have to, which becomes the negative. Okay, now the left hand side, again x square minus 5x, I have to add the square of the negative 5 over 2, negative 5 over 2 square, negative 1 minus negative 5 over 2 whole square, plus, you have to add it to the both side. Then because it doesn't change, we know that the left hand side, the x and the sign is this one negative, 5 over 2 whole square is equal to negative 1 plus 25 over 4. Now, if I simplify this, x minus 5 over 2 square, I have to take it to the common denominator, negative 4 over 4 plus negative 25 over 4. What is it? It is 25 minus 4 divided by 4. It is 21 over 4. X minus 5 over 2 whole square. Then x minus 5 over 2 is equal to, we have to take the square root of both sides, 21 over 4 plus or minus. We know that when we get the square root of the both sides, it should be plus or minus. Okay, x minus 5 over 2 is equal to the square root of 21 over 2 plus or minus. X minus 5 over 2 is 21 over 2, or x minus 5 over 2 is negative 21 over 2. X is equal to 5 over 2 plus 21 over 2, or x is equal to 5 over 2 minus 21 over 2. Therefore, the final answer is 5 plus square root of 21 over 2, or x is equal to 5 minus square root of 21 over 2. They are the solutions. If the square root of 21 is known, we can simplify more. Let's move to my next example. It is 2x square minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now we will transpose negative 4 to the other side. It is 0 plus 4. 2x square minus 3x is equal to 4. Now we have to isolate 4. Then we have to use the method of complete the square. If we want to use the method of complete the square, we know that the coefficient of x square should be equal to 1. Therefore, we have to divide each and every term of this equation by 2. 2x square divided by 2, 3x divided by 2, 4 over 2. Now, x square minus 3 over 2x is equal to 2. Now, we have to consider the half of 3 over 2, or the coefficient of x. It is 3 over 4. We have to add the square of 3 over 4 to the left hand side, as well as we have to add the 3 over 4 whole square to the other side. Now these three terms are the left hand side, which makes the perfect square. It is x minus 3 over 4 whole square is equal to 2 plus 9 over 16. X minus 3 over 4 whole square is equal to, this is 32 over 16 plus 9 over 16. X minus 3 over 4 whole square is 41. 32 plus 9 is 41 over 16. Now x minus 3 over 4, then we have to take the square root of both sides. The square root of 41 over 16 plus or minus. X is equal to 3 over 4 plus or minus 41 over 16. Or this can be written as x is equal to 4 over 3 plus square root of 41 over 4, or x is equal to 3 over 4 minus square root of 41 over 4. The final answer can be written as 3 plus square root of 41 over 4, or 3 minus square root of 41 over 4. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel to watch my new videos. Thank you.